Hey, what's up, YouTube family? Michael Benson here, and man, it's been a minute. It's been a real hot minute since the last time that I've addressed you guys, and I just got a notification a couple days ago that this channel hit 500 subscribers, and man, I just thought it's only right that you guys have shown me love over the time period that I've had the YouTube channel, that I come back and show you guys love and kind of get back into the swing of things and kind of fill you in on what's been going on and in my life and kind of what to expect from this channel moving forward. And so I first off want to say thank you guys so much for following me, subscribing with me, and just kind of taking some advice, or just maybe even just learning something new that you haven't before, or even just being open to new perspectives from the things that I've kind of addressed with you guys and just shared my experiences. And so I'm truly thankful for each and every one of you guys. And I only look to, to grow from here and to give you guys more, just insight, man, just a different perspective on what could be for you and the journey that you're on. So again, thank you guys so much for the 500 subscribers. It's super humbling, man. When I got the notification, I kind of sat back and thought, was like, man, just, it's crazy to think that 500 people, right? Anywhere within the US, right? 500 people, they rock with you, right? And these are people that think that you have value. The things that you say and that you do provides value for them, them being you, right? And so again, it's super humbling to just know that there are people out there that just again like what I say, or even just open to hearing a different perspective. So again, I thank you. A lot's been going on. A lot has happened since the last video that I submitted on my channel, and so I want to fill you guys in, because again, in the beginning, as I said this before, this is all the journey. You know what I mean? Like, this is just part of the journey, and I want you guys to be along for the ride. You know what I mean? So I'm not in a position to where where you see most YouTubers or most successful people, right, where they've climbed the mountaintop, they've reached the level of success, they've made the money, they've gotten the things, right, and then they come back and they write books and they do podcasts and they do YouTube channels, and they teach from what they've already achieved. Whereas me and like you, right, we're rocking together. You know what I mean? And so we're on this journey together. So I haven't reached that pinnacle yet. And so I'm an open book, you know what I mean? And I just want to be able to have you guys ride along with me as I go through things and create new experiences for myself as well. So what has happened? So in the last, I don't know, probably 7-8 months, man, it's really just been a big transition for me. So obviously you guys know I do life coaching, right? And so my focus was helping men. And to be honest with you, man, like, being an entrepreneur is tough, bro, and so, trying to maintain a lifestyle, and, I got kids I got to take care of, so putting food on the table and having consistent income, right? And all of these things, it's a tough thing to do. It's not unrealistic. It's tough, right? And so I had to get to a point, or I got to a position where, it just wasn't steady enough. And so I had to go and get a full-time job to put food on the table, to then kind of, slowly get back into what I wanted to do, which is the coaching, things of that nature. So, it slowed me down a little bit, which is cool. Again, it allowed me to get to a position to where I'm a little bit more comfortable again. And then now I can start, okay, what didn't work last time? What's going to work this time? And just kind of regroup. So, yeah, I had to get a full-time job, and I'm still working that job currently right now. And, yeah, and then just kind of going through life stuff, you know what I mean? You guys know I'm divorced, and it was really last year, this last 8-9 months, where the emotional toll of all of that, of losing someone you've been with for so long, and the divorce and things of that nature, that really hit me, you know what I mean? Because, that person, was moving on, and so on and so forth. And so there's a lot of things that I'm still currently dealing with, as far as emotionally goes, and mentally, that, I just wasn't in a good space. I wasn't in a space to where I wanted to be, right? And so I'm just, dealing with those things, and that's always going to be just a continual healing process. It's never anything where, if you go through something traumatic, or you have a significant event in your life that takes place, that has an emotional or a mental toll on you, it's not something where you're just going to be able to get over in a couple weeks, right? It's just going to take time. It's one of those things where each day, you know, you get stronger, right? And you heal each day, right? And you're strengthening. And so it's just one of those things, man. This is part of life. Life is a crazy journey, you know, and it takes you, it's a roller coaster. It takes you up and down and you're sideways, and it's just all of these different things that, you know, that kind of formulate the life that we live. And the beautiful thing about it is that, you know, you have the ability to change. You have the ability to ride the wave, so to speak, right? And at the end of the day, you only get stronger. And then as you look back, you know, those things that were hurdles to you, those challenges actually made you better, right? They made you who you are in the present moment. And so that's kind of where I'm at. For me, it was like, okay, that was a huge challenge and hurdle for me to get over, you know. But the person I am today, man, is far beyond what I was a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 months ago, you know what I mean? And so that's kind of been, you know, kind of where I've been, you know, these last couple of months. Honestly, I really thought that, you know, I really took a halt on coaching because, and again, this is kind of a learning experience for those of you that want to get into entrepreneurship, or, you know, maybe you guys are already in some type of role in which you think you want to do, or you love to do, whatever the case may be. But, you know, you're going to have moments, at least for me, I had moments where, you know, I wasn't getting clients fast enough, right? I wasn't making the money, right? And the effort that I was putting in, I just wasn't seeing the results. And in my mind, what I realized was I was all about the end result, right? I was fixated on the end result. The end result was making money. The end result was getting clients. And when that wasn't happening, you know, then thoughts started to happen, right? The thoughts of, oh, well, maybe I'm not meant to be a life coach. Maybe I'm not meant to do this. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe, you know, it's just all of these different thoughts, these negative thoughts that came up that ultimately halted me from continuing forward, right? It stopped. And so, you know, I had to deal with that as well, where it's like, you know, maybe I'm not meant for this. Maybe I'm not meant to do this. But the crazy thing about it is several of you guys have reached out and was like, hey bro, like, where you at? Like, hopefully, are you still gonna do some videos? Like, I love your work. Like, you know, you helped me through this, and whatever the case may be. And so to those of you guys that sent that love, I really appreciate it, man, because that was just kind of another reason that I need to be doing what I'm doing. And so thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys that sent in the messages, and you know, again, that was just another reason as to why I need to continue on this path that I'm on. And you know, that time I had away from making videos and kind of just doing the whole coaching thing, it really put me in perspective as to what's important for me. And, you know, as I recite my purpose every morning, and my purpose in life, for me anyway, is to be the best that I can be each day and pursue my dreams and inspire others to do the same. And, you know, when you guys message me and shared those kind words with me, and how much I had inspired you, that kicked things into gear. And then I just ultimately, within myself, right, just being away from it, you know, I have that inside me where I want to help people, right? I want to inspire people. I want people to be the best version they can be. I truly want that for people, you know what I mean? Because I want it for myself. And so, you know, a combination of those things was like, man, you need to get back into it. You know what I'm saying? You need to find a way. You need to make it work. And so that's what I'm doing. So that's kind of where I've been in a nutshell for the last couple of months. You know, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram as well, but I still be posting content on there, just not as much. I even kind of took a break from just social media in general, you know what I mean? Because I just found where I was, you know, checking social media every day and just watching other people's live their lives, right? And then watching people who, you know, similarly, I wanted to be in their position as life coaches, and they were doing these amazing things, and it was too much. It was bogging me down. It was distracting from my creativity, just all of these things. And so sometimes, bro, like, you know, you just need to take a step back. You need to, like, a reset. And whether that's, you know, whatever your drug of choice is, right? Whether it's social media or actual drugs or whatever the case may be, you need a reset, bro. You know, you just need to stop it all completely, focus on you, I will say in that time that I've been away, I did a lot of focusing on myself. And so I wanted to buy a house. That was one of my focuses. I bought a house in March. And so I became a homeowner in March, which I'm super, super grateful for and thankful for. You know, I have a place to lay my head, and for my son can sleep comfortably. And you know, I have ownership of mi casa, right? And so I'm super excited about that. And then again, I needed a stable income. And so I reached out and made some connections, and boom, next thing you know, I got, you know, a pretty good job offer, and, you know, and it just all of kind of the perks to go along with it, and making some decent money. So again, that's not my end all be all goal, but it was something that I needed at the time to get me back to center. You know what I mean? To get me to back to being stable again. That way I can regroup. And then now I can start transitioning and focusing. Okay, how am I going to make this coaching thing work? How am I going to, you know, continue to, you know, help others, right? As they're helping me. So that's really kind of where I've been at, bro. You know, it's just one of those things. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm never gonna give up, and especially on you guys. You know, when I saw the messages and I saw, you know, me reaching 500 subscribers, people still subscribing to the channel. You know, and I haven't made a video in 6 months. That just goes to show that, you know, that there's power in these videos, right? There's power in the messages. And, you know, I'm just super grateful that I was able to give that to you guys, and also receive that from you guys as well. So what's next? So what is next? So, I'm working on a podcast. So what I think I'm going to do is, I really just love the podcast kind of format. You know what I mean? For me, it's just really dope. So what I'm going to do is audio video podcast. So I'll still have my YouTube channel. I'll just be posting my podcast on the YouTube channel as well. And then I'll also have just the audio version, and I'll blast those out to Apple and wherever else you listen to podcasts at and stuff like that. So I'll be sure to keep you guys in the loop as to when that drops. I do want to put together several episodes before I just, you know, before I drop it all. So I've already recorded a couple sessions already, and I just got a couple more to go, and then I'll get that released. But you can expect the same content as what, you know, the previously I had with the videos. You know what I mean? It's just trying to better ourselves, right? Just self-improvement and things that I've experienced myself, things that I've coached others with, things that I've learned from books and all that stuff. That is helping me move towards the things that I want. Ultimately, you know, if I look at my life in totality, I'm moving in the right direction. I'm in the right direction. You know what I mean? Like, things are happening. You know what I'm saying? And I'm moving towards a life that I want. And what I'm realizing is that obviously it's not always linear. You know what I mean? You're always not going to go from point A to point D. You know what I mean? There's going to be detours. You're going to be up and down, sideways. You're going to be heading forward. Next thing you know, you're going to be 5 steps backwards. You know what I mean? It's all part of the journey. And so I think where folks lose track, right? Lose sight of the end goal is when they get sidetracked, right? And they think that, oh, because I got sidetracked or this happened, that I'm doing it wrong and I'm not good enough. And you have all these, you know, these negative thoughts that just derail you completely, right? From where you wanted to be in the first place. So, you know, if you're going through the same thing, man, where you just feel like, man, I'm on a roller coaster. I'm good one day, and then next week I'm bad, and then I'm good for 2 weeks, and the next, you know, it's just up and down. Keep going, bro. Keep going. Keep moving, man. It's part of life. It's part of life, and I think that if you can maintain that type of mindset and have that positive attitude, that, you know, no matter what happens to you, you're just going to continue pushing forward. Man, it's going to be beautiful on the other side. And that's what I'm realizing. I'm experiencing some things that that positive joy that came out of those obstacles, right, and those hurdles that I faced a couple months ago. And so I feel good. I feel really good. You know, I'm not always 100%, you know what I'm saying, and motivated and inspired, but I would say, you know, 80% of the time, 85% of the time, I am, you know what I mean? So, and that just goes back to me really understanding, and for you too, is why are you doing what you do? Or, you know, why are you trying to better yourself? You know, why do you want that job? Why do you want this? Why do you want that particular life? Like, that's what everything kind of comes back to, is why are you doing it? Because, you know, take it from me, you don't want to put everything on the result. You know, I'm only going to do this you know, because this is what it's going to get me. I'm gonna work at this job because I can make the most money. Well, that's only going to get you so far, right? I talked about it before. That's what you're utilizing is willpower, and willpower only lasts for so long, right? Where you push yourself through things that is uncomfortable, that you don't like doing, but you do it anyway because the end result is, well, you get a lot of money, right? Or the result is you get a lot of notoriety, or whatever it is. That's all going to fade. And so, you know, everything that I do moving forward is all about, why am I doing it? Why am I doing these videos? Why am I starting a podcast? Well, it's to inspire people. It's to help me move towards the life that I want to do, because I want to be a podcaster, right? And I want to do it in real estate. And so I learn about real estate. And so I'm doing it because I like it, right? And not because of what it will get me. And it took me a while to realize that, but it's definitely a noble lesson to learn. So again, that's kind of where I'm at. That's where I've been. That's what you guys can look forward to in the next coming weeks. I hit the studio again on Thursday, so I'll hopefully record another probably 2 or 3 episodes. I got to do the editing, and then, you know, I'll drop everything out to you guys. But again, just to let you guys know, I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here. We back at it. You know, it's just part of life, what we go through. Sometimes we stop the momentum that we had, and you know, things take us out of the trajectory that we were in, but we bounce back. And so if you guys have ever been in the same boat, don't sweat it. Keep it moving. It is what it is, right? You learn as you go, and you only get better. So I look forward to talking to you guys again. I look forward to messaging you guys. Please feel free to reach out if you guys have any questions. I love to conversate. It doesn't have to be anything about what I talk about on the podcast. It could just be things that are maybe on your mind, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? I'm an open book, and if I can help in any way, please let me know. But again, I'll keep you guys tuned in as to things dropping here in the next couple of weeks. And as I always say, you know, we'll see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.